Hello, I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. I am currently doing 30 videos in 30 days to celebrate the fact that I'm turning 30 this month, and today's video is about books that made me rethink society. So I read a lot of romance, dark romance and all of that, but I also read books that have darker subjects and just subjects that make me think about, life and all that's related to everything that's happening in the world. So I picked up some books I want to talk about that just have different subjects and things we don't necessarily think about in life in general, because we live different lives and all of that. So first book I picked up was Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. So this is about women in the US in the 70s who have kids. Well, I mean, not really kids, but anyways, black women, when they were having kids, they would get their things taken out, so they wouldn't be able to have kids anymore. And it was done in a way that these women couldn't say no. They were forced to do that, and it pissed me off so much. I don't remember everything because I've read that a couple of years ago, but I remember I listened to it as an audiobook and bought my own copy, because I feel like this is not something we think about, well, more now that abortion is a sensitive subject in the US. Anyways, so very good. It made me think about all that's related to women's rights and all of that, so very good. Then I picked up The Lion Woman of Tehran by Marjan Kamali. I have talked about this book quite a lot. So you're following these two women in Iran. As Iran was very modern, women at right, and then the monarchy, or I don't know how they call them, was thrown away to make a place for a Islamic Republic, and women lost their right, and it's all about that. And I think we can relate it to what's happening right now, because Iran is still in a very difficult place. People are trying to get a better life and all of that. So this was very good and just made me think about the way countries have evolved and how lucky we are to be, well, I'm very lucky to be in Canada, and I hope we never get to that point. So it's also a way to think about the future of our countries and everything that can happen. So very good. Then I picked up My Friends by Isha Mata. I've also talked quite a lot about this, but in this you're following this young guy who moves to the UK for school, university. He comes from Bengali, and things have happened, and this political situation in his home country is very, very difficult, and he's trying to find his place in the world. And again, it's not a subject I've known a lot about, so it was nice to get to know more and just think about all of these peoples that are affected by revolutions and all of that. So very good. Now let's stay in the topic of war, because this is a nonfiction. It's called Listening to Trauma: Conversations with Leaders in the Theory and Treatment of Catastrophic Experience by Kathy Caruth. And this is basically interviews with some people that have done research on different things. So let's say here it says Giving Death Its Due. It's with Robert J. Lifton. There's a bunch of different subjects, but all related to trauma. And honestly, it's very good to it's very accessible. It's easy to read if you know nothing about it, but at the same time it's a good way to get yourself into all of this trauma and how we relate to that and how we think about it and how we treat it and all of that. So that was very, very good. Then I picked Incendie by Wajdi Mouawad, which is scorching, I think, in English. This is a piece of, well, a play. This is a play. It's about the Lebanese civil war. It's very dark, very short. It reads in an hour, but so good and so important to like think about wars and how it affects women and kids and people, and how society changes completely once you're in the civil war and all of that. So that was very good. It's also the subject of my master, did a master, so yeah. And then I picked up a writer that I love. It's Judith Butler. I have not read everything by her, and I haven't read anything new she has published in the last like 5 years, 10 years even. So let's just quickly talk about this is of giving an account of oneself. Yeah, giving an account of oneself. It's very good, very short, but it talks about very difficult subject, but I think it's important to read about them. Then we have Excitable Speech, a Politics of the Performative. It's also very good. It's like talks about the way we use words to be able to think, to talk and think about trauma and all of that, but the way we also have no words to talk about that. So very good. And then last one but not least, we have Undoing Gender, again by Judith Butler. I've reread this a lot. I have a lot of post-it. I think it's very important, and also it's not like, I know it's gender studies, but it's not too intense. It's a very good way to start thinking about that, so I think you should read that. It's very good. So yeah, all of these books just made me think about like the way we live, the way society evolves, and you know, the way we just like try to survive in this difficult world. But I think these are very important subjects to talk about, so if you're interested, please read them. I think they're very, very worth it. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to follow along for the month as I do my 30 videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!